we're dealing with 7 habits. This is the book. This is the recommended text. So you can see it's a really big book. It's not something that we can cover in 1 minute or in 1 hour. Usually when we have academy, we walk through this for how long? Yeah? 2 full weeks. This book is an amazing book. It's whether you want to do, of course, when we go into the meat of the discussion, you will see what I mean. This book says 7 habits of highly effective people. What is most important about you is not because you are an avenue to wealth, it's not because you are doing business, it's because you are first a person. Are we together? Yeah. You are first an individual. And the best investment you can make is first to yourself. Then you can begin to succeed either as a networker, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, or whatever you're doing. And that's why this is a very, is core to what we take and teach within the Avenues to Wealth opportunity. So 7 habits. There's this saying by Aristotle that we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but is a habit. Excellence is not an act, it's a habit. Somebody talks about someone and says this person does things excellently well. It's because the person has gone through process of trying and failing, seeing better ways of doing it, and being able to form that as a habit. It doesn't just come on us, it takes process. Somebody say process. Process. There's something I'm going to encourage us to do. As I just run through my slides very quickly. Now let's take a look at this 7 habits diagram. This diagram, if I want to summarize it and describe it, it's called the maturity continuum. Say maturity. Continuum. It means it's a process. I continue a process. Tell your neighbor, grow up. Grow up. Now everything we've been talking about has to do with being teachable, learning, increasing in learning, and that's what the 7 habits is all about. First, obtaining personal victory as an individual, working on yourself till you become a better person, is when you have become a better person that you can now interface with other people. The way it's arranged here it talks about self-victory. This is self-victory. It's when you have mastered self, when you have become a person that is desirable, a person who has invested into self, a person who has developed the capacity to be proactive, who does not give excuses. There's a saying that our leader teaches us, says, excuses are monuments of fools. They are tools of the incompetent. He that is wise will not use them. Okay, anyone that is wise will run away from excuses. So that is habit 1. It says be proactive. Habit 2 says begin with the end in mind. Now, if you look at all these habits, it's still talking about me, isn't it? That's habit 2. It says I should begin my life with the end in mind. I know that my life is not all about avenues to wealth. I'll be deceiving myself by saying all my life is about avenues to wealth. I know that I have a life ahead of me. I have people that I am meant to affect their lives positively. So avenues to wealth, I see it as a school. I see it as a platform. I see it as an opportunity to help me maximize who I am in preparation for where I'm going. So that's habit 2. Habit 3 says what? First things first is when I have defined my end, I can now begin to prioritize. That's first things first. Time management. Manage myself because I have an end in mind. Habit 4 says think win-win. You already treated that. Some of us sign people up, and even we know that in that transaction, we're the only ones that won. The other person lost money to us. Am I saying somebody's mind? Yes. The moment somebody paid you $350, at that point, the person lost money. But you gained a sign up, and you made instant reward, and maybe a cycle, because that was the last time you contacted that person. If you think about the business as an opportunity to improve someone, then they have told us that time and time again. Anyone you bring into this business is your responsibility to ensure. Of course, on the other side, the person doesn't want to improve, then you know you have done your part. Okay, think win-win. Let it be per time. That every time that person sees you, the person knows that the reason why I'm not doing well in this business is because of me, not because I've been taking advantage advantage of. Habit 5 says, seek first to understand, then be understood. Yesterday, Ola spoke about handling objections. Somebody raises a point to you when you are sharing their academic work opportunity, and the person says,